As a fashion business coach, one of the things I've observed is that a lot of fashion designers don't use their social media platforms adequately. And I keep wondering why. I'm not unaware of the fact that a lot of people are shy and are not really bold or confident enough to stand in front of a camera. And I've had people ask, how can they gain the confidence to post on social media? So today, I'm going to be addressing that situation. My name is Laura Onigode, and I'm the Ready to Wear Boss. And if this is your first time on my channel, I appeal to you to subscribe and turn on the notification. So our topic today is how to gain the confidence to post on social media today. Social media has become so useful that people sell their products in tens of thousands, in millions using social media. And as fashion designers, we ought to take advantage of these platforms. The world has moved from where everything has to be seen and felt before it's purchased to the point where people buy because they see online. So I'm here to encourage you as a fashion designer, especially as a ready-to-wear fashion designer, to take advantage of the platforms you have on social media and use them to sell your products so that you can make your money. So if you want to start using social media, there are some points I want to outline for you today that you can use to help you to use it adequately. First and foremost, I want to talk about your social media presence. You need to identify where you can find the kind of people that you're looking for. Different social media platforms are used by different people of different age categories and social standing. Identify where the people that you want to target generally gather. Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? Is it on LinkedIn? Is it on Twitter? When you have identified the platform that they use, you can begin to make your presence felt on those platforms so that you can use those platforms to attract your ideal client or customers. Once you've identified the platforms, the next step you need to do is to build a good profile on those platforms. I've also observed that a lot of social media users don't optimize their presence on social media. It's not unusual to go to the Facebook page of a fashion designer and you don't see anything that relates to fashion designing. And I wonder why people do this. So if you want to start using your social media platform, one of the first things you need to do is to clean up and optimize your presence. First, what name are you using there? Is it a name that can attract people easily to your platform? That is the first thing you need to do. Think about the name you are using so that it will be a name that people can easily use to identify you by what you do. Next, the picture. Have a picture that is attractive. Have a picture that reflects you, not a picture that is not associated. It's not unusual these days to go on social media pages or profiles and you see people post something completely unrelated to them or what they do. That is not advisable if you want to use your social media for a profitable means. So look at your profile and check, or your page, and look at the picture and decide to change it. Next, optimize your bio. Your bio is your data on your profile. And this data are things that people can use to get to you. Optimize your bio. Make sure you have information there that relates to you and also can point people to what you do. Make sure also that you have a pinned post. On a profile, you have opportunity to have a single pinned post. On a page, you can have up to 6 pinned posts at the moment. So get posts that relate to what you do and pin it. If you're using your profile, you can decide to put a post that relates to your business, something that relates to your fashion business that people can easily use to trace back to you. If you have a page, you have the option of having so many things you can post that draws people back to you. So those are some of the things that you can do on your profile or your page to optimize it. Next, look at the kind of content that you have. You go to some people's page or profile and you see a lot of tagged posts. You don't have to accept every post that you are tagged on. So you can decide not to. So you change your setting in such a way that when people tag you on a post, you can select to be tagged or not, for it to appear on your profile or not. Make that decision so that it will help you not to have unnecessary posts for people to see. Because if I come to your profile and all I'm seeing are tagged posts that do not relate to the business that you do, I might not want to stay there. But if I see things that relate to what you do, then I'll be encouraged to stay and to see more of what you do. So avoid tagged posts. Avoid posts that are, repetitive. You go to some people's page or profile, so you see very repetitive posts, almost the same kind of things are coming up all the time and nothing related. So make sure the posts that you have show what you do and they are related to what you do. So if you have done all of that, which is like the foundation laying for your posting on social media, the next thing I want you to think about is how you are going to start. If you are not confident, most times people are not confident because they feel they don't have something to offer. Dear fashion designer, the first thing I want you to think about is you have a valuable product. If you are making clothing, you have a valuable product. Your product is necessary for humanity. What you can do to help yourself is to make sure that you have well-finished products. You have attractive products. You have products that are catchy, so that when people see them, they'll be attracted to them. You have products that you can take pictures of that will be appealing. So those are some of the things you can do to help yourself. And if you are still feeling uncomfortable, you can talk with friends, you can talk with family, you can talk with mentors to get some boost. Especially people who have patronized you and are happy with your job, you can talk to them. I want to start posting on social media. What's your impression? And by the time they tell you their impression, they can give you constructive feedback on, okay, do it this way or don't do this. Major on this or don't major on the other thing. They can give you constructive criticism because they know you, they know your work, they know your value. When you have done all of that, I also want to encourage you that you have to be conscious of the content that you are putting out there. Put content that will help your viewers, help your followers, help your friends to be, engaged. Put content that will be engaging. You can work on having like a content calendar. As a starter, maybe you work on a daily content calendar. You plan your day and decide what you want to post ahead. Today you think of what you want to post tomorrow, you plan. Or you can do like a weekly calendar, and you can even do a monthly calendar. Some people do monthly calendars. Calendars are available by content creators. You can even purchase a calendar that will help you, because sometimes when you want to post, you can actually go blank because your ideas are not forthcoming. But when you have a content calendar, it will help you keep inspired to have content that you can post without thinking too much and without becoming stale, because you need something fresh and interesting to keep posting. Then let your content also be creative. Let your content be creative. One of the ways that you can have creative content is think about your job processes, the different things you do, and create content around it. For example, you can create content around going out to buy fabrics in the market. You can create content around sketching whatever designs you want to make. You can create a content around selecting a design. How do you select a design? What is the process that you go through when you want to select a design? You can create content around actual making of the clothes, the cutting, when you are cutting, when you are ironing, when you are joining. You can create content around your interactions with your customers. You can also create funny content. Which experience did you have? Which funny experience did you have on the job that you like to create? Which kind of learning experience did you have? What experience did you regret? There's 1,000,001 things. What kind of customers did you encounter that made you miserable? You can create a content. What customers did you encounter that made you happy? You can create content around testimonials. People bought from you, they were happy, they gave you review. That is a good thing you can also use to create content. So there are endless means of creating content. Next, be consistent. Once you've made up your mind that you want to use social media, be consistent. Don't be on and off. This is a mistake a lot of content creators make, especially at the starting off stage. Some people post and they disappear and then they come back and post. No. Make sure you are consistent. Even if you are posting once a day, it's better than posting once a week. I've told this story of how when I started building my presence, what I did was I would post twice. Initially it was once, then I increased it to twice, then I increased it to thrice, and eventually I kept increasing my frequency. You can do the same. Start by posting once a day, increase to twice a day, increase to thrice a day, and so on. Be consistent. Let there be a post there that people can always come to and see. And also add flavor to your post. Don't only post, predictable things. I've talked about how you create content around your processes. Don't only do that. You can also try to post trendy posts. Talk about things that are trending in the country. You can talk about the political situation. You can talk about some things that are funny. You can talk about, things that are comical. You can talk about, about anything that is trending. You can even talk about entertainment topics, depending on the personality you want to present, things that will attract people to come to your page and see something to engage with. So add flavor to your content. Next, I want to encourage you to think long term. Don't only think of doing this thing for a week or a month. When it comes to social media, it takes time. It takes time to gain grounds. It's even better when it takes time. Some people rush to grow very fast and they can crash out. So for you, it's better for you to grow over time. Give yourself time. Personally, it has taken me, it's getting to the 4th year that I started being consistent on social media. I've seen a lot of growth, for which I'm appreciative. So you too can experience growth if you give yourself time. Think long term. Don't think of the moment. Start small, but build up from there. As you understand your audience, as you understand how social media works, you can build up from there. So don't remain in one position. Each time, each week, give yourself goals. I want to gain 10 followers in a week. If you want to gain 10 followers, think about things that you can do that can bring you 10 followers. When you give yourself goals, it helps. Once you don't have goals, you stay stagnant. But when you have goals, you keep pushing and improving. So give yourself a goal. And also be determined not to give up. There's always the temptation to give up with everything that you're doing. And being on social media is not different. You'll be tempted to give up, but don't give up. Tell yourself about what you are looking forward to, the wonderful things that will happen when your social media presence picks up. I was reading a story of a young lady who did a video on YouTube, and she told about how she sold, even though she did not have so many subscribers, but she made a post, and the post drew audience, and she used that post to sell her product. You too can do that. And you don't have to have 1 million followers before you sell. You don't even need to have 100,000. You can sell even with 1,000 followers. You can sell even with 100 followers. It depends on how consistent and how strategic you are. And being strategic is about trying to build up your content to be engaging. Content that will draw people to your page or your profile. So I hope you've gotten value from this. You cannot afford not to be on social media. So what is left for you is to work out how you can use your social media presence to your benefit. Don't be on social media just for the cruise. Don't be on social media just for the fun. Be on social media and use it to your profit. And one of the ways you can use social media to your profit is using it to create content that will attract people to patronize your business. In fact, one of my followers asked that question on our forum and said, how do I get confidence to be on social media, and that is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, and I hope that it will help a lot of people. You can be on social media. All you need to do is make up your mind and overcome every form of, limitation that you have placed on yourself. And till I come your way next time, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.